What's going on, everybody? How you doing? All right, today we got some more donation requests. This is another. This is not an album. This is another group of a few, but they're all David Coverdale. Wow. All right. Again, this is donation requests. This is for Thomas. David Coverdale. So the first song we're doing from David Coverdale is Northwinds. So what's going on? Right. Of course, Whitesnake. Okay. He was in Deep Purple for 3 years, and then he had a solo career. I believe that all the songs we're doing are from his solo career. So, right, Rock Hall of Fame, powerful blues tinge voice. So he's only got a couple of solo albums. I assume that Northwinds, the song, is off of Northwinds, the album from 1978, produced by Deep Purple bassist Roger Glover. Second and last appearance producing Coverdale's solo albums prior to the year. Guitarist Mickey Moody had contributed to the majority of the album around that time before Coverdale formed Whitesnake on that same year. Okay. Mac, assistant engineering, right? We saw this guy during, right, he did Queen. He did, I forget which Queen album. It was like 1980, right? I think. Somewhere around there, 79 or 80. And then also he did, what was that other band? Started with an S, that weird band from Sparks? I think that was them. Sparks. Is this the same Mac? Right? Is this him? You would think. That's my guess. All right, let's get into it. David Coverdale, Northwinds. Let's do it. Bam. Piano and like Rhodes.
Taking it easy, taking it slow, riding home to lay my body down. I thought about it long enough to let it slip away, yeah. But I feel like a stranger that is dead. Crossing blue across the water took me far away from home. It seems it ain't enough to get down on your knees and pray, yeah. I've been waiting for the sun to shine, but the rain took my spirit away. I'll take the sun before the rain any day. Oh Lord, fall on the north wind, and it cloud gets in my way. Nothing ever changes, the song remains the same. Feel like I don't one-way ticket. Oh, I'm sitting on an empty train.
Cool guitars. I'm not picking out too much of lyrics or whatever. It sounds kind of generic to me. You know what I mean? Like lyrically.
Such a long time on the black ribbon road.
I love the bass tone. Just this, you know,
Taking it easy,
it's great.
living from day to day.
Classic type of sound, you know.
Sometimes it ain't so cool when you're flying so high. Riding on a north wind, you never get the feeling to try. Take the sun before the rain any day. Oh Lord, fall on the north wind, if any clouds get in my way. Nothing I got a one-way ticket. Oh, I'm sitting on an empty train.
Adding some synth.
Make me live my life too slow. It seems it ain't enough to get down on your knees and pray. I've been waiting for the sun to shine, but the rain took my spirit away. I'll take the sun before the rain any day. Going on the Northwinds, if any cloud gets in my way. Nothing ever changes, the song remains the same. I got a one-way ticket. Oh, I'm sitting on an empty train. So tell me how has the train been wrong, baby?
Got some
Tell me
singers here.
has the train gone? Tell me how
Just gonna vamp out, I assume.
train been wrong? So tell me how
I mean, yeah, between the intro and this has that kind of like, you know, churchy vibe, right?
I even missed an empty train.
I think the playing and all that is fine. It's all good. You know, like that's all fine. I like the tone and the sound of all that. The song, I'm kind of like, I don't think the song is specifically special. That's me. It's okay. It's not like a smash or like specifically memorable or anything like that. To me, it's not. So probably Coverdale's best solo work, underrated. Yeah, I mean he couldn't have continued to do this if all he did sounded like this, then he wouldn't be you know, as successful as he is, frankly, in my opinion. And I don't even really know too much of David Coverdale and Whitesnake and all that. I don't, right? I've said that before, right? Because I've gotten some Whitesnake requests and they sound great. You know, they do. And he sounds great. He does. I didn't think that he did anything that was, you know, that specifically pointed out that he was like this incredible singer on this track. Not that he sounded bad. I'm not saying it that way, but you know, where you're just like, especially some of the early stuff, just some of the, there was other tracks that I had heard that are on the channel where I'm like, oh yeah, you know, he's a great vocalist. He's really good. You just hear it. He just puts it out there and you're just like, dang, this guy could sing. So he's got that voice. This, I'm almost like, this is David Coverdale? Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what I got. This almost gives me like more of a like Joe Cocker type of feel in a way, like type of vibe in a way. I don't I don't know. It's okay. It's not, it doesn't blow me away. Mixed to positive reviews. Huge leap forward in quality from the previous year's Whitesnake. Highlighting splendid time and again, Only My Soul. Offers a rich musical stew. Ethereal singing, holding it all together. Their mediocre listening, the product of a man uncertain about where to take his music as a solo act without the hard rock support, hard rock support of one of his steady bands. From a pre-late 80s period image when Coverdale was considered a talented singer with a bluesy voice far more reminiscent of Paul Rodgers than Robert Plant. Yeah. Album sounds absolutely nothing like Zeppelin. Not only is Coverdale's voice much lower and bluesier than it would be in later years, but the music meanders all over the place from horn-driven funk and R&B to jazzy piano noodling and a more compact style of hard rock than he would ever try in his career's later incarnations. Badly dated production. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it's badly dated. I wouldn't say that. To me, I mean, I said that the bass sounds, I like the bass, how the bass sounds. It's like a classic bass sound that you just can't go wrong on. I mean, that's in my opinion. I'm a bass player, you know. I've been playing bass professionally for decades. So it's like that's my opinion, but I may be partial. Like I like this kind of sound. Yeah, and there's certainly other bass sounds that I don't prefer as much, but this to me you can't go wrong. Remarkably mature album that can still send shivers down the spine 30 years after it was recorded. Okay. Northwinds is the antithesis of Whitesnake's Super Slick 1987. I'm not familiar with it. Okay. So, I mean, none of them mention the title track. So, maybe this isn't the best track on the album. Maybe. I don't know. It says Breakdown is the single. Anyways, we've got a few more David Coverdale solo tracks to check out. So, I'll catch you then. We'll see what they sound like. Okay. We'll see what they sound like. I'll catch you then. Later.